Okay, so this is a random video where I'm going to be doing some preparation of this subwoofer that I have in my storage unit. It's called a definitive, let me see what this is. A definitive Pro Sub 800 subwoofer with active crossover and power amp. It's it's decent. I've used it before and it served its purpose. I have since upgraded. But one thing that I'm noticing with this one is that I am missing the little standoffs here. You can see here, it's currently just sitting flush to the ground. And what I'm going to be doing in this video is I'm going to be using my 3D printer to print some new rubber feet for this. So I'm going to use my caliper here. Let me zero this out. And then I'm going to be measuring off what I think is going to be the size here. So it's going to be around 44 millimeters or so. Let me see here. I think if I do it like 44 millimeters, and then let me see what this is going to be like. Something like that by 30 millimeters, so 44 by 30. If I do some rubber standoffs like that, and then maybe let me see what distance I want. By 13 or 14 millimeters deep. So 14 millimeters, maybe let's make it 15 millimeters tall, and 44 wide. And then, so we're going to make a little cube of sorts with some screw holes so that I can go ahead and mount those there. All right, so here we are with Onshape, and I have a new design that I've started. And as you can see here, there's nothing in there right now. So I'm going to go ahead and change to the top view. I'm going to turn off the other planes. And I want to make sure that I am working in millimeters. All right. So I'm going to do a sketch right here. And if you recall, it's going to be 44 millimeters by, let's start with a rectangle, a center rectangle here. So I'm going to do 44 millimeters deep or in length by 30 millimeters. And that's going to be the base there. So I'm going to be here. I'm going to now do a 15 millimeter extrusion. That's the general shape of this thing. And I want to make it so that it has that I'm going to treat this edge right here, this bottom plane, as the part that goes against the actual unit, so the actual place where it gets screwed into. And this one I'm going to treat as the one that touches the floor. So I want to get a little bit of let me give it a little bit of some round shape using this fillet. I'm going to make it so that it's maybe 4 millimeters. Yeah, let's do that. Gives it a little bit more of like a foot type of design there. And then I want to make it so that there are holes through this so that I can attach it to the unit. So I'm going to go back to the top orientation. Maybe make a sketch on this. Put a couple of points. One here. One here. And then put the distance between these points as 20 millimeters. Okay. And that should be good. So now I'm going to do the hole, and I'm going to choose these 2 points. Now I do have these holes right here, but I think what I want to do is, let me see. me see here. Termination. I want a counter bore. There you go. All right, so that will do that, and then the distance there, I want it 10 millimeters. That way it's really close to the, I have about 5 5 millimeters wide, and so it's 9.75 millimeters wide, 10 millimeters deep, giving me 5 millimeters of material, and then I have 20 millimeters total depth. So let me go ahead and let me see what screws I'm going to use and measure those. So, all right, so the screws I'm going to be using are actually 6.35 millimeters wide, 10 millimeters. I'm going to keep that the same. That's going to give me a 5 millimeter base. And then I have 20 millimeters. This is just the bore itself, the center bore. All right, so that's good. And this is going to be it. This is going to be our little standoffs there. And I should be able to print this. Let me change the perspective here a little bit. There you go. That's going to be our unit. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and send it to be printed, and I'll show you that in a moment. Okay, so this is the filament that I'm going to be using is Overture TPU, and this is like, it's a rubber, essentially a rubbery filament. It's very flexible, as you can see here. And it's a stringy type of a filament. It's TPU. And my 3D printer is the FlashForge Adventure 5M. It's a very inexpensive printer. Anybody can get this and, you know, stick it in a closet like I have here. So I'm gonna go ahead and set this up for this printer, and I'll check back in a minute when I send when I send it over to be printed. Okay, so here we are with the Orca slicer, and this is the model loaded here. So I've set it up for TPU, and it has no raft and no brim. And I'm going to go ahead and preview it. It's going to take about 36 minutes to print. So I'm going to go ahead and send this over. All right, here we go. It's printing. So you can see here. Okay, so here we are. This is the last one. It's fully done. So I'm gonna pull it off. It's kind of stuck to the board here, to the plate. So you can see here, check it out. It has a couple of little holes and came up pretty good. It's, as you can see, it's kind of squishy. I don't know if you can tell that, but it's a little bit squishy. And that's good because it's rubber. And now I'm gonna go show you the 4 of them and how I'm gonna mount them. So these are the little screws that I'm gonna use. So you can see here, little Phillips short little screws, and these are the 4 feet. They're gonna go right here, in the back, and in the back. So now I'm gonna go ahead and bolt those in, and then I'll be done. And this is it. They're mounted, as you can see here. They're nice and tight, all 4 of them. Now I'm gonna flip this over. All right, here you go. And perfect. Doesn't move. And that's it. That's the project fully completed. All right, thank you for watching. If you like this kind of stuff, make sure to subscribe or leave me a comment below. If you think I could have done something better or different, let me know. I would love to hear your thoughts. All right, till next time. Bye.